Inside the U.S. Army's $185 billion war machine, money, power, and firepower in 2025, the United States Army has one mission: be ready for anything. War, peacekeeping, counterterrorism, cyber war, you name it. But behind that mission is $185 billion of pure firepower. Today, we go inside the real cost of staying and the war tools that make the U.S. Army unstoppable. Section 1. The billion-dollar backbone. U.S. Army 2025 budget. $185 billion plus pays. For 465,000 plus active duty soldiers, maintains 750 plus global bases. Every bullet, every boot, every tank, it's cost something. And in America, it costs a lot. But when you're guarding freedom across the globe, you don't bargain with security. Section 2. Equipment that shapes the battlefield. Here's a breakdown of the gear that defines U.S. ground dominance. M1A2 Abrams tank, $10 million with depleted uranium armor and a 120mm cannon. This beast leads every armored charge. HIMARS rocket system, $5 million high-precision strikes. Destroying enemy targets from up to 300 kilometers away. Apache AH-64 helicopter, $35 million. Night vision, heat-seeking missiles, and a 30mm chain gun. It hunts in any weather. Bradley fighting vehicle for $1 million carries troops and destroys armor. An infantry's best friend. Patriot missile system, $1 billion battery set protects against ballistic missiles and air attacks. Used in Ukraine, South Korea, Israel, and by America at home. Night vision goggles, $10,000 every U.S. soldier can see in the dark. Literally, this isn't Call of Duty gear. It's real. And in America, firepower means business. Section 3. Smart WAR technology and AI. AI-powered drones that can track and follow enemies. Augmented reality helmets for real-time info in combat. The U.S. Army is preparing for a different kind of war, where machines, algorithms, and split-second data decide who wins. Section 4. Global strike readiness. 82nd Airborne. Deploy anywhere in 18 hours. Pre-positioned equipment in Germany, South Korea, Guam. Army pre-positioned stocks worth $8 billion. War doesn't wait. And neither does the U.S. Army. It can land thousands of troops anywhere in the world overnight because readiness is power. Section 5. Special Forces. Green Berets, Delta Force, 75th Ranger Regiment. Elite training, Black Ops, foreign languages. Gear cost, over $500,000 per operator. They speak 6 languages, move undetected, operate behind enemy lines. And every piece of gear they carry is built for survival. You don't see them, but they're always watching. Section 6. Future war projects. Next-gen combat vehicles, directed energy weapons, hypersonic missiles, AI command systems. Section 7. The hidden costs of war. Behind every U.S. soldier, there's a civilian. In fact, over 12,000 military contractors support the U.S. Army every day, from weapons manufacturing to intelligence, logistics, and even food services. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Northrop Grumman supply missiles, guidance systems, and defense satellites. Provides food, shelter, and logistics in war zones. You're still late. The military also relies on private cyber warfare firms. Yes, hired hackers. These contractors consume over $100 billion in additional defense spending, separate from the Army's base budget. Section 8. Cyber war is real and expensive. Modern war isn't just fought with tanks, it's fought with keystrokes. The U.S. Army has its own cyber command, an elite unit defending against global cyber attacks. In 2023, over 43 million intrusion attempts targeted Army systems. The Army now spends $3 billion plus per year on cybersecurity and AI-powered threat detection. New recruits are trained for both digital combat and physical war. This is the battlefield of silence, and it's always on. Section 9. Keeping soldiers alive. In combat, survival is everything. That's why the Army invests billions into medical innovation, including autonomous battlefield medbots, to stop bleeding and stabilize wounds. wearable health sensors that detect internal injuries and alert medics via GPS, tourniquets and nanofiber bandages that stop bleeding in seconds, new programs in brain injury treatment and PTSD recovery, costing $1.2 billion annually. America doesn't just train warriors, it fights to bring them home alive. Section 10. The alliance power play. The U.S. Army never fights alone. Thanks to its role in NATO and alliances with over 50 nations, the U.S. can train with British, German, South Korean, and Israeli forces. Store equipment in 9 pre-approved international zones for instant deployment. Share advanced weapons tech, like missile defense and surveillance drones. These global partnerships give America something no enemy has: a united front, ready to strike from any continent. Section 11. Logistics. The invisible army. Moving an army isn't easy, and yet the U.S. Army can ship millions of pounds of equipment across the globe in days. 18,000 plus military trucks, over 190 C-17 Globemaster aircraft for heavy cargo, fuel tankers, supply convoys, and mobile bridges ready for any terrain. It's not just fighting force, it's a fully functional city on wheels. Section 12. Spy satellites and surveillance. The Army sees more than the eye can imagine. Over 100 surveillance satellites feed real-time images to Army intelligence. Predator and Reaper drones provide 24/7 surveillance over global hot zones. New hyperspectral sensors can detect enemy hideouts beneath jungle or snow before a target is hit. The Army already knows who's there, what they're doing, and how to neutralize it. Section 13. Soldier enhancement and future biotech. Science is now part of the soldier. The Army is testing Neuralink helmets to help troops control drones with thought. Bioenhanced uniforms resist chemical weapons. Stimulant patches keep soldiers alert for 72 hours. Even genetic screening is being used to tailor physical training. The future U.S. soldier won't just be tough, he'll be biologically engineered for the battlefield. It's not just power, it's planning, investment, innovation. The U.S. Army's war machine is a living organism, growing, adapting, learning. And for over 200 years, it stood as the line between order and chaos. Because when war calls, America is already walking toward it. The next war may be fought with weapons we haven't even seen yet. The U.S. Army is already testing lasers, robotic tanks, and autonomous strike systems. The future, it's not science fiction. It's budgeted power, precision, preparation. The U.S. Army is more than just troops. It's a $185 billion war machine. It's built to win. Because in a world full of threats, America doesn't wait for war. It gets ready before it begins. Like, subscribe, and share. Only on WhatTV, where the facts hit like artillery for more.